Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Jade Reality Reactions. My name is Jade and I'll be giving you recaps, reactions, and commentary on some reality TV shows. If you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that like button, put a comment down below, and interact with me a little bit on the discussion from today. And if you want more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get all of my new videos when they drop. Enjoy! Hey y'all, welcome to another Teen Mom Family Reunion recap. Let's get right on into it. We have half of the house still sick with COVID. Kaya decides that the house was basically contaminated with germs and it needed to be disinfected ASAP. So Kaya, Jade, and Cheyenne put on some big old hazmat suits and get to cleaning. Kaya more or less twerked the germs away instead of cleaned, but that's none of my business. Jade then calls her mama to see when she was coming over to the house. I'm guessing they're not staying at the house, but just filming whatever they need to film and then go back to wherever or whatever hotel nearby. I don't know. Anyways, Jade's mom had said that she couldn't come because now she got COVID. By the way, Jade's mom made me chuckle in this scene. Jade asks her if she's having any symptoms of COVID, and her mom without hesitation says nope, all while coughing and hacking up something serious. Now we have Coach B come to the house. Kaya's mom had set up a session with her because Kaya's dad's birthday is the next day, and hopefully the session will help Kaya get through this tough day that's ahead. Kaya really didn't want to talk about anything at all. She thinks that talking about it will just remind her of everything that happened. She's still holding on to a lot of guilt from not going to a football game with her dad the night he passed. Coach B just reminds her that she was just a child and she needs to forgive herself. So Coach B also tells her to shift the guilt that she's feeling into something positive for his birthday. Now, going off of last week's episode, remember when Maci decided to text Jen about coming out to the house to see her and figure things out between them? For the sake of Bentley, right? Well, Maci finally gets a text back from Jen this episode and she can't make it out, but she would love to see her soon. Now, I don't know if anything's going to get better between them. If the older adult can't even be an adult in this situation, then I don't think there's much luck. The ladies have another party, but this time instead of an engagement party, they're going to pretty much celebrate Kaya's dad, and since her mom's birthday is in a couple of days, they're going to celebrate her also. By the way, I really love how everyone just came together and helped Kaya set up for the party. After they set everything all up, Kaya's mom finally stepped into the house and had a little emotional moment. Next, they show none other than Amber prance into the room like nothing happened at all and she didn't miss the entire reunion. She goes in there asking for hugs and nobody really wants to do that. She reassured everyone that she tested negative for COVID, but the only one who actually jumped up and wanted to risk that chance was Zach. Everyone else just kind of hung back on the sofa while Amber took it upon herself to just go around and give everyone a hug. Awkward. The moms as well as Zach and Sean all go out on a scavenger hunt in the woods while riding ATVs. They had to go find bags tied to a tree with a challenge inside. The team who finished the challenge in the fastest time won the game. Cheyenne and Zach went first, and before they could even get started, they had to put on helmets. You know, to protect themselves from any kind of injury, right? Well, Zach wasn't very thrilled with the fact that he had to put on a helmet that someone else had already worn and sweated in. He threw a little tantrum, and Cheyenne said that she doesn't really like how he throws his tantrums, and he actually seems to do this quite frequently. Anyway, Zach gets over himself and they continue the scavenger hunt. Kaya, Maci, and Amber find their bag, and the challenge was to record someone throwing a temper tantrum. They, for some reason, thought Kaya would be the best one to do this, and all she did was kick at a tree and yell ah in high-pitched squeals. They should have gotten Amber or Zach to do it. They would have done a much better job, but whatever. Jade also had to do some strange challenge where she was to wear a diaper and run around and say, "I have to potty." Like, who made up these challenges? The diaper was so teeny tiny that it barely fit between the girls' legs. Kaya, Maci, and Amber all get lost in the middle of the woods, making Cheyenne and Jade the winners of the scavenger hunt. After the game, Maci and Amber have a little heart-to-heart. Maci says she doesn't have that relationship with Bentley's grandparents, Jen and Larry, that she would like to have, but getting the text from Jen earlier makes her hope to get a little closer to them in the future. Amber goes into how her and her daughter Leah finally have a good relationship, but she's having custody issues with her son James. Well, hopefully both of these ladies could just find some peace in their lives. Now, Amber is finally able to talk to Coach B, and she tells the coach how things have been pretty hard on her within the last few years. She says how when she first started visiting Leah wouldn't really speak to her, kind of just ignored her. When Amber started going over to see Leah more frequently with her son James, Leah started to open up to Amber a little more. Now, when it comes to her son James, Amber speaks about losing custody of him. She said when James was taken away from her, the case pretty much just referenced to how Amber had mental illness and all of her past issues. Coach B tells Amber that there's nothing that she could do about the past, but she can actually make it right with her children right now. Amber breaks down crying and says how she's never gave up and still not giving up on her son. I'm glad Amber got this off of her chest, and I hope that she continues therapy at home. Kaya and Cheyenne's mom leave the house and seem to appreciate the time they got to spend with their daughters on this trip. The last scene of this episode was Maci calling up Gary to see if he could surprise Amber and bring Leah to the house to see her, and this episode was actually to be continued. Okay guys, that's the end of my Teen Mom recap. Thank you so much for listening. Bye!